My child, listen closely, for this message is urgent, and I speak to you now not as a distant thought, but as the one who knows your heart and sees all. There is a person in your life who has waited for you, longed for your attention, and cherished every moment you once shared. But I must tell you now that their patience is wearing thin, and their heart is growing weary. This person whom I have placed in your life is going to say goodbye forever if you do not act quickly. I do not deliver this message to bring fear into your heart, but to wake you up. I see your busyness, your distractions, and the demands that life has placed upon you. I see how you have allowed these things to steal your focus away from the relationships I have blessed you with. But understand this: no task, no achievement, no material thing in this world can replace the love and connection of the people I've given you. The relationships I place in your life are not by accident. They are sacred and must be cherished. This person is losing hope, not because they want to leave, but because they feel invisible in your life. They have waited in silence, perhaps trying to understand why you no longer reach out, why you seem distant, why you do not prioritize them the way they once prioritized you. They have loved you, been patient with you, and have sacrificed for you. But they are human, and even the strongest hearts can grow weary. Do you not see the signs I've been showing you? The slight changes in their voice, the growing silence between your conversations, the quiet sadness that lingers in their eyes when they look at you. These are signs I've allowed, warning signals, calling you to notice that time is running out. They are preparing themselves for a life without you, and the door that once stood open for you to return is slowly closing. My child, this is your chance, your moment to act, for I do not wish for you to feel the deep regret of a goodbye that cannot be undone. You must make the time, take the step, and show them that they still matter to you. Do not think that you have forever to fix this, because this person's heart can only endure so much pain. Their goodbye will not come with anger or blame, but with the quiet sadness of someone who has finally accepted that they are no longer a priority in your life. You must not wait any longer. I understand the complexities of your life. I know the struggles, the pressures, and the responsibilities that weigh you down. But I also know that in the grand scheme of eternity, what will truly matter is how you loved and cared for the people I placed in your path. Do not be deceived by the false belief that there will always be time to make things right. Time is fleeting, and each day that passes without you reaching out is a day that this person drifts further away. They have given you grace, extended their heart, and tried to understand your absence. But now their soul is tired, and they can no longer carry the weight of waiting for you. They are preparing to leave, not because they do not love you, but because they have learned that they must protect their own heart. They have come to a place of acceptance, realizing that you may never return the way they hoped you would. And when they leave, it will not be out of bitterness, but out of necessity, for their spirit can no longer endure the pain of feeling unseen and unvalued. You have the power to change this, but you must act now. Cherish the relationships I have given you. Do you remember the first moments you shared with this person? The laughter, the deep conversations, the support they gave you in times of need. These were not coincidences. I brought this person into your life to bless you, to uplift you, to walk with you on your journey. But somewhere along the way, you allowed the noise of the world to drown out their voice. You stopped seeing them as the gift they are, and began to assume they would always be there, waiting, understanding, and forgiving. But my child, even the strongest of bonds can be broken if they are not nurtured. Love requires attention, care, and effort. Do not think that you can keep someone in your life if you do not invest in them. This person, though they love you deeply, cannot continue to pour into a relationship that has become one-sided. They have needs too. They need to know that they matter to you, that their presence in your life is valued, and that you are willing to make time for them. A heart grows cold when neglected. Understand this truth: a heart that is neglected will eventually grow cold. It does not happen overnight, but slowly as days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, the warmth they once felt in your presence begins to fade. They have tried to hold on, but the weight of your absence has become too heavy to bear. Each time they reached out to you and felt ignored, their hope diminished a little more. Each time they waited for your call, only to be met with silence, their love for you was tested. Now they stand at the edge of a decision to say goodbye forever, not because they want to, but because they feel they have no choice. Do not let this goodbye happen, my child. There is still time, but it is running out. You must reach out to them, not with shallow words, but with a sincere heart. Tell them you are sorry for the times you were not there. Show them that you still care. Make an effort to be present in their life once again. Do not let your pride or fear hold you back from saving this precious relationship. Regret is a heavy burden to carry. I do not wish for you to experience the pain of regret, but if you do not act now, that is what will await you. Regret is a heavy burden, and once this person is gone, no amount of tears or apologies will bring them back into your life. You will think of the moments you could have shared, the conversations you could have had, the love you could have given, but it will be too late. Do not let this be your story. I have given you the gift of this relationship, and I am now giving you the opportunity to restore it. But you must make the choice. Will you let this person walk away, or will you step up and show them that they are still important to you? Love is action. Remember, this love is not just a feeling, it is action. It is in the time you give, the attention you offer, the sacrifices you make for those you care about. Love is shown in the little things: the phone call just to check in, the visit to spend time together, the words of encouragement when they are feeling low. You cannot keep love alive by standing still. You must move, you must act, you must show them that they are worth your time. This person is waiting for you, but they will not wait much longer. If you do not meet them where they are, if you do not show them that they still have a place in your heart, they will leave. And once they say goodbye, it will be final. You will not have another chance to make things right. My warning is a gift of grace. I speak to you now because I love you and I want what is best for you. This warning is not a punishment, but a gift of grace. I am giving you the opportunity to change the course of events, to heal what has been broken, and to restore what has been lost. But you must listen to my voice and act upon it. Do not let the distractions of this world keep you from what truly matters. Do not let pride or fear stop you from reaching out to this person. They are waiting for you, and I have given you this message so that you may save this relationship before it is too late. The time is now. I urge you, my child, do not wait any longer. The time to act is now. Do not let another day pass without showing this person that they matter to you. Pick up the phone, make the visit, write the letter, whatever it takes, do it. Because if you do not, they will say goodbye forever, and that goodbye will bring a sorrow that you will carry with you for a long time. My child, I love you, and I want you to have fulfilling, meaningful relationships in your life. But you must do your part. Cherish those I have placed in your life. Love them, honor them, and make time for them. Do not let this person walk away. The time is now. Go to them and show them the love they have been waiting for. My beloved child, I am speaking to you again, and I ask you to listen with your heart and soul. I have created you not to walk this journey alone, but to be surrounded by love, connection, and companionship. You are not alone, and you have never been alone. The relationships in your life are not mere coincidences, they are blessings I have carefully placed along your path. I want you to understand the depth of what I am telling you, for too often the greatest blessings are the ones you overlook in the hustle of life. The gift of companionship. From the beginning of time, I have known that no one should walk through life in isolation. Even in the Garden of Eden, I said, "It is not good for man to be alone," Genesis 2:18. This truth remains as powerful today as it was then. I designed you to thrive in connection with others, to share your joys, your burdens, your hopes, and your fears. I have given you companions to walk alongside you, to support you, and to remind you that you are loved. But my child, I see how often you take these relationships for granted. The people I have placed in your life are not just passing figures, they are my gifts to you. Each person, each relationship, is a thread in the intricate fabric of your existence. Together, these relationships create a tapestry of love, strength, and meaning in your life. I know the world can make you feel overwhelmed. I see how you get lost in your obligations, your work, your pursuits, and your ambitions. But none of these things will ever fill the void in your heart that is meant to be filled by human connection. I created you to be in communion, not only with me, but with those around you. Do not let the distractions of the world blind you to the treasures you already have. Your relationships are sacred. My child, every relationship you have is sacred. Whether it is the bond you share with your family, the friendship that has stood the test of time, or even the new acquaintance that feels like a breath of fresh air, each one has been woven into your life with purpose. Do not dismiss the sacredness of these connections. When you love another person, when you invest time and care into that relationship, you are partaking in something divine. You are reflecting my love, a love that is unconditional, unchanging, and everlasting. I am the source of all love, and it is through your relationships that you get to experience a glimpse of that divine love in the human realm. You must understand that the people in your life are there to support you and guide you, to laugh with you and cry with you. They are there to be a reflection of my grace and compassion. But my child, you must also remember that relationships require your attention and your care. You cannot plant a seed and expect it to grow if you do not water it. In the same way, you cannot expect your relationships to flourish if you do not nurture them with love, patience, and effort. You are never truly alone. I want to remind you of this simple but profound truth: you are never truly alone. Even in the moments when you feel isolated, misunderstood, or abandoned, I am with you, and so are the people I have placed in your life. But you must reach out to them, acknowledge them, and allow yourself to be vulnerable with them. Too often you allow pride, fear, or busyness to create walls between you and those who love you. You tell yourself that you don't need anyone, that you can handle everything on your own, or that people will always be there whenever you're ready. But my child, this is a lie that the world has fed you. I created you for community, for relationship, for fellowship. You were never meant to carry your burdens alone, and I have placed people in your life to help shoulder the load. But you must let them in. You must let them love you, and you must love them in return. Do not take these blessings for granted. The people in your life, your family, your friends, your loved ones are precious gifts. But how often do you stop to truly appreciate them? How often do you pause and thank me for the relationships you have? It's easy to become complacent, to assume that they will always be there waiting for you whenever you decide to turn your attention toward them. But my child, even the strongest relationships require attention, and even the most patient hearts can grow weary. Do not take these blessings for granted. Do not assume that love can be left unattended and still grow. Love is like a garden that must be tended to, nurtured, and cared for. If you ignore it, if you fail to invest your time and energy into it, it will wither. But if you cultivate it, if you pour your heart into it, it will blossom into something beautiful and enduring. I am calling you now to open your eyes to the relationships in your life that you may have neglected. There are people who love you deeply, people who are waiting for you to show them that you still care. Do not let a day pass without expressing your gratitude for their presence in your life. Tell them you love them. Show them you appreciate them. Spend time with them, for time is a gift that cannot be replaced once it is gone. The power of love in action. My child, love is not a passive feeling, it is an active force. Love must be shown in your actions, not just your words. You can say that you love someone, but if your actions do not reflect that love, the words will ring hollow. I am calling you now to love the people in your life with action, with kindness, with patience, with understanding, and with compassion. The smallest gestures of love can have the greatest impact. A phone call to check in, a handwritten note to express your appreciation, a few minutes of your time to listen without distraction, these are the things that matter. These are the ways you show love. It is not always in grand gestures, but in the quiet, consistent acts of care that love is most powerfully felt. But look at the relationships you have. Are there people you've been neglecting? Are there friendships that have faded because you stopped investing time and effort into them? Now is the time to restore those connections. Now is the time to reach out and remind those people that they are important to you. Do not wait for tomorrow is never promised. The time to act is now. I have blessed you with people who reflect my love. Do you not see, my child? I have blessed you abundantly through the people in your life. They are reflections of my love for you, and through them, you experience the comfort, joy, and companionship that I desire for you. Every smile, every hug, every word of encouragement that you receive from those around you is a gift from me. These relationships are my way of reminding you that you are never alone, that you are loved beyond measure, and that you are surrounded by my grace. But these relationships are not just about what you can receive. They are also about what you can give. I have given you the capacity to love others, to be a blessing in their lives, just as they are a blessing in yours. You are called to be a vessel of my love, to pour into the lives of those around you. Do not withhold the love that I have placed in your heart. Share it freely, generously, and without hesitation. When you love others, you are participating in the greatest commandment I have given you, to love one another as I have loved you. John 13:34. This is the essence of your purpose, the foundation of your relationships. Love is the greatest gift you can give, and it is also the greatest gift you can receive. Do not let pride or fear keep you from connection. I see the walls you have built around your heart, and I know the reasons why they are there. You have been hurt, disappointed, and perhaps even betrayed by those you trusted. But my child, do not let these past wounds keep you from experiencing the fullness of love that I have for you. Or do not let pride or fear prevent you from connecting with others. Forgive those who have wronged you, for in forgiveness you will find freedom. And do not be afraid to be vulnerable, for vulnerability is the birthplace of true connection. When you open your heart to others, you allow them to see you as you are, and in that space of honesty and openness, love can grow. You are not meant to walk through life with walls around your heart. I have called you to love boldly, courageously, and without fear. Yes, there will be times when love hurts, but I promise you this, the joy and fulfillment that come from loving others far outweigh the pain. You are a blessing to others, just as they are to you. As you reflect on the relationships in your life, I want you to remember that you are also a blessing to those around you. You have the ability to bring light, joy, and comfort to others. Your kindness, your love, your presence, these are gifts that you offer to the people in your life. Never underestimate the impact you can have on someone else's heart. There are people in your life who look to you for support, for encouragement, for love. You are important to them, just as they are important to you. So cherish the relationships you have, and remain blessed in my name. Amen.